Hello everyone, welcome back. I am Nono and today it's going to be the part 4 of writing for intermediate level. And in this part we are not actually going to expand the facts anymore like the approaching the question facts because we have actually done these expansions in the earlier parts. And before jumping right into the part 4, the most important like the most important facts for these parts, the expansion of the facts of how to approach the question, are like actually it was supposed to be a whole of part 3, but um, un unfortunately it wasn't really going as planned, so I had to divide the part 3 into part 3A and part 3B, and I have posted them on two separate days because it was past 12 and it was like on two separate days, unfortunately. So I was just making sure that this was noticeable for everyone. So, all right. Today, in part 4, we are going to look at the ways of how to actually apply these facts, these approaching the question facts, in the real answer. Alright, so let's go over the approaching the question really quick. Okay, so right here it says approaching the question. We have already done all of these, but what we're going to be doing now is to go over this really quickly so that we have in mind what we have gone through in the earlier parts. Alright, so it says approaching the question, and the first part is read the instructions carefully, underline the main words or the keywords, and this is the main point. This is the most important step ever because just by underlining the main words, we get to know all of these. Like we get to know all of these facts automatically. Like, why do we actually underline the main words or the keywords? Because we want to know, we want to select the appropriate style or the suitable style. We want to know the suitable tenses by looking at the time frame of the question, the given time frame and the given scenario of the question, whether it took place last week, last night, this morning, this evening, stuff like that. These are the given time frames and the given scenarios according to what happened in the question. And another thing is that why we underline the words is that we always want to have appropriate word selection for the question type, more like a question statement, because there are so many question types, but we're not actually talking about these types. We are actually going in details of the question statement and the given prompts maybe. So these are going to be like underlining the main words or the keywords. This is the main step. This is the most important step ever that you have to put into use. Because just by underlining the main words or the keywords, you have already decided of what you want to present. You are actually selecting like word variation, like alternative words, the alternatives to these question words. And we can do this by actually um, putting into use of this statement, this fact. Appropriate word selection for the question type. Like we use alternatives to the question words just because we are given these prompts and we can't actually copy these directly into our question papers. It's going to be really obvious that you are copying everything, and this will really reduce your mark. If you are in the case of an examination, if you are sitting in examination, this is the main point to be considered of. Alright, so the next point, this is like approaching the question, underline the main words or the keywords. We have actually gone through these. Like you stayed, this is a past tense. Friend, you stay with your friend, informal, last weekend. So this is the given time frame, the given scenario. Like not actually the scenario yet. This is actually the time frame, the given time frame, the given clue to actually put into your answer to make it more effective. By seeing this last weekend, we already know that this is in the past. So this becomes the suitable tense. in your question, in your answer to the question. Write an email to Tom. In your email, you should thank him for the visit. The visit here is the given scenario. The given scenario in this question statement. To say what you enjoyed the most. This is your question requirement. Invite him to stay with you. All right, so what is the point of underlining this? Again, so thanking him for the visit. This is what we actually have to put in our answer. So we must know what we're doing. So just to make it easier to comprehend for us, we underline these words just to make it more highlight and make it more pop. All right, so say what you enjoyed the most. This is also what you have to do, the given scenario, the given requirement of the question, what you have to do in your answer, invite him to stay with you. This is also another requirement. So looking at the whole question itself, this seems like this is a past tense email, like last weekend. So what happened, the contents of the email, like not actually talking stage yet, um, your communication, not actually the communication yet, your communication must be in present tense, of course, because this is an email. You are actually talking to your person, to your friend live, and you must sound very present. You are talking right now, and when your friend unleashes the envelope and really sees your letter, he's going to read it and he's really going to think this is a present tense. Not actually think, but he is going to hear all these as if you are speaking to your friend. So this is like present tense because you're writing an email or a letter. Like this is basically the same. The same case is like whether you're writing an email or a letter, generally you have to use present tense in your communication. But for the contents of the email, it is different because look at the question. It says, thank him for the visit. For the visit, when did the visit happen? Last weekend. So this is past tense. And another thing, say what you enjoy the most. What you enjoy the most, the full question, the original form of the question will be what you enjoy the most in his visit. All right, so it says for the visit. So the full question is going to be say what you enjoyed the most in your visit. So this is actually what you enjoyed the most during the visit was like past tense that already happened. And what you have to do is say, like tell him what happened. Tell him what you enjoyed the most. So this is a present tense, of course. Thank him for the visit. What you're actually doing in your paper, your actions in the paper is thanking him, present tense. Saying what you enjoy the most. Saying is your action, not the contents. So what you have to do is that you have to say, so this is a present tense again, and invite him. You are going to invite. This action is going to be in your answer paper. So this is like inviting him is a present tense also again. So to stay with you. The question, the full form is going to stay with you like again next time. So next time is in the future. You don't really know when it's going to happen, but it's not now. Then now, the time interval that you're living in, the future tense could be like 1 second farther from here, like 1 second ahead of now, or 1 minute ahead of now. So anything that's not happening in the present is future. So you have to invite him to stay with you. All right, so this is like you are going to invite him to stay with you next time. It's not, your friend is not actually here right now, so you have to say that next time you visit me or I come to visit you, things like that. You have to go back to the question. Next time, come stay with me when you visit to me again. So this is like what the question asks you to do. And just by underlining these main words, we know what to do. We know which types of words we have to select for the question, like especially the time frame and the style of the letter. These are like the main prompts, the main clues in the question that sits right there, like looking at you, giving you information. So what you have to do is just see those um, clues that the question is giving you. Like, so when you get used to it, it's really you don't actually need to underline these, like um, you don't actually have to go and underline these like out of your business, but you have to like by that time, when you have enough practice, you are going to be able to see the main words, and you are going to be able to generate all these facts, like approaching the question types, approaching the question facts, all of these facts by yourself. You're going to be able to generate all of these by yourself, and these are going to be like really easy for you to do in whatever type of question you come across. All right, so let's get back to this one. Approaching the question, choose suitable words and tenses for the question. So this is like, we've already done that. All right. Here it says, according to the prompt. This is what we have to actually prepare for the our effective essay or an email, whatever you're writing. We always have to plan what we are going to be writing about, but it has to be like a very quick and effective. Especially during the examination, we don't have that much time, and then it's very limited time. We have to be like very fast, because we also need time to write our essay or our email, whatever it is. We have to take out the time to work on a writing piece, and then actually you have to leave enough time at the end of the paper, like at the end of the your task, to proofread your writing piece overall, and you have to like fix the mistakes and grammatical structures, grammatical errors and vocabulary mistakes. You have to make it as smooth as possible. So these are the things that we have to work on. So we have already gone through these. According to the prompt, it says, say what you enjoy the most. Say is simple present, because this is your action, that what you're going to be doing in your email. What you enjoy the most. This is simple past, because this is the according to the question scenario, to the given scenario, to the given time frame. This is simple past tense, because this is the content of the email. Inviting him to stay with you. Invite is present simple, because this is your action again, and the content of the email is to stay with you. It says to stay with you in order to do something. So this means that the purpose of doing something. So it's not actually happening now, but for the future. You're planning for the future. So to stay with you, in order to stay with you, things like that. This is like to plus infinitive. This is like an action, or the results of an action, rather than the action in itself. So this is like a definition from taken from the Cambridge English Dictionary. So like, according to what it says, what I've written here, it says, so this tense should be said in the future, of course, because to plus infinitive is to do something. It's not actually right now. In order to do something is an action, or the results of an action. It's actually like the results of an action. The action from now result in the future. So this is like future tense, rather than the action in itself. So this is like alright, so an action, or the results of an action. So this is just enough. Alright. So the tense should be set in the future, because the results are going to be in the future. You literally have no idea how the results are going to be like. You just have to wait for that and hope for the best, that everything goes according to plan, right? This is like doing something at your best, and planning something at your best, the action, which means the action, and you have to wait for the result in the near future. So this is like the event should be set in the future. So the content is like in the future simple. I mean, not the future simple, it's the future tense. Alright, so combine the facts to make a full sentence, obviously. All right. This is the suitable words and tenses for the question. We've already done that. All right, so this is like salutations for email, informal. So these are like very common. We have seen these all over these exercises and the answers. All right, so informal emails, especially to a friend, pen friend. A pen friend is someone who lives abroad. You haven't actually met them, but you only know them by writing to each other, etc. Use informal and simple greetings, very simple greetings. Be careful because we must be careful to use simple greetings because this is like writing in a very limited space, limited word count. So um, you can't say anything too formal or too long like, hello, I would like to greet you. How are you? Like don't write that full expression. It's just too long and kind of unnecessary for intermediate level. And this is actually working in a word limitation, so we have to make things and words as short as possible for the more space and be more spacious for your main points that you're going to be putting in. So it says hi, hello, how are you? So these are very simple greetings, like hello my friend. If you want to use them, it's okay. Hello my friend, how are you? So this is like very long. Just say hello. Um, I would like to say something. I would like to say something for your visit. I would like to thank you for your visit. Just go straight into the um, main part of the questions, if possible, if possible. So in order not to exceed the word limitations, of course, like if you write too much words, like very long sentence with too many words in it, it's going to be like almost exceeding the word limitation because it's only like 35 to 45 words. Like it's not actually asking too much. It's a very short paragraph. So we must make sure that we have enough space for the main part of the question and the main part to carry all the marks as possible if you are taking the examination. Alright, so in concluding the letter, use simple expressions again. So it's like, bye bye, looking forward to receiving your reply. This is actually very long. It's okay if you don't want to use it. Take it or leave it, it's alright. This is just an advice. See you later. So this is like bye bye and see you later, see you soon. Um, like things like that. These are like simple and short greetings, like expressions of concluding your letter. Alright, so this is the sample answer that I have actually put in here, like I've written here. So it says, Dear Tom, thank you for paying a visit to my city last weekend. I really enjoyed the video games we played together during this day. So when you come visit me next time, why not stay with me? Or why don't you stay with me? See you soon. Love, somebody. Your real name here. So if you are um, like you literally put your name in here. All right. So this is like these are the underlined words, the highlighted words. Like you don't actually have to highlight these or just underline these with your pen or pencil in your examination. You don't have to do that. This is just for like visualization purposes only. So thank you for paying a visit to my city last weekend. So let's take a look at this one. It doesn't even have any greetings. All right, never mind. So it only says, Dear Tom, how are you? Something like that. Put something like that in the front if you want. Um, Thank you so much for paying a visit to my city last weekend. So to my city or to my hometown, anything like that, it's up to you, your choice. It's like a custom-made place to sound natural and to sound like you have actually paraphrased the question. It says thank you. So thanking him for the visit. It says thanking him for the visit. And in the question requirements, it says everything, the given scenario, like every single thing took place last weekend. So this is past tense. It says last weekend. This is the main point of the question. You are paraphrasing the question again. the main part of the question. This is a necessary. This is the most essential thing ever. Thank you. Thanking him, like your friend, for paying a visit to my city. So this is like thank him for the visit means thank you for paying a visit to my city last weekend. So you're talking this to your friend. Another thing says, I really enjoyed the video games we played together during this day. I really enjoy, and your favorite activity, what you enjoyed the most, really enjoyed, and enjoyed the most, these basically mean the same. So I really enjoyed the video games. This is the thing, this one is the thing that you enjoyed the most during the stay, during the visit or the stay. So the visit or the stay, it's basically the same because one person is going to visit to you and they are going to stay at your place for a while. And all right, I really enjoyed the video games. The thing that you enjoyed the most during the visit or the stay. So when you come visit me next time, this is like paraphrasing the question, like paraphrasing the hidden part of the question to be exact, because this is like the question wants you to know automatically. Um, the question really wants you to know automatically that you come visit me next time is buried and omitted in the question. Like it only says that invite him to stay with you. So it's not actually happening in the present. So what does it mean? It means that you are going to visit him, invite him to visit you, and to make him stay with you the next time. So this is like next time. You have to understand. We have to understand that this is going to happen in the next time or the next week or anything like that. Next holiday season or etc. and so on. These cases take place in the future. So what you have to do, what you want to do is that you would want to put the phrase, like the part of the sentence, when you come visit me next time. Next time is the most important thing ever because according to the question, it says invite him to stay with you. This is not enough information. It means that some information is being buried in between the sentences, somewhere in the points, in between the points. So it means you have to reveal the fact. You have to expose this hidden fact and put it back into your answer so that you have a better opportunity. You have a better, potential to having more and better impression than any other candidates if you are in the examination again. So why not or why don't you stay with me? Why not stay with me? Or why don't you stay with me? It's like inviting him to stay with you. You don't actually say I would like to invite you to stay with me next time you visit me. It's okay if you want to write that, it's really fine. But here it's like, why not stay with me sounds more natural, in my opinion. It sounds more natural and it sounds more like you are really talking to your friend. And it's like, why not stay with me next time? It sounds something like this. This sounds very natural, and your accent, your email has a very natural and relaxed accent to it. So this is like a better alternative for me personally. So I just put in that because it sounded much more better than any other expression for me alone. And here it says the basic and traditional salutations. See you soon. Love, someone. With love or love your friend, or you just don't say it's your friend. You put in your name. All right. So you we can actually use simple expressions. We don't have to worry about this. Like we don't have to worry about, are we going to lose our marks? Are we going to have very bad impression on our essay or writing piece? Of course not, because we have already studied and analyzed the question. We have actually approached the question in several ways, and several facts in certain ways, and we have already understood the question very easily and very in depth, So we already know what to do, what to plan, what to expect in our answers. So, alright, so Thank you for paying a visit to my city last weekend. Last weekend is a time frame and a given scenario according to the question. This is the main part of the question because it gives you a clue. It gives you a very distinct clue, an important clue that you have to be putting in a very, you know, past tense vibes. You have to put in some past tense expressions. Alright, so it means thanking him for the visit. So this is a prompt that we have gone through. And it's like thank you, thanking, paying a visit, the visit, my city last weekend. So my city is a random place that you put into. I really enjoyed the video games we played together during this day. So during this day, say what you enjoyed the most. The hidden point, the hidden part here is during the visit. So I really enjoyed the video games. Really enjoyed and enjoy the most. They are like basically the same. I really enjoyed the video games. Video games. The what you enjoy the most. The video games play together during this day. During this day is the omitted part of the question. Again, so when you come visit me next time, why not or why don't you stay with me? Stay with me, like, why don't you stay with me? It's inviting him to stay with you. Again, just like we've talked previously, it's like you are actually trying to sound very natural. So you don't actually put in I haven't actually put in the direct paraphrase to a sentence because in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I thought this is going to be a better option on alternative for me. So I thought it sounded better, so I just put in here. Alright, so again, invite him to stay with you next time because we know that 2 plus infinitive is like uh, an action and the result caused by an action. So this is like future tense. The result is not actually going to be seen immediately. You are just going to wait for some time. Actually, this is going to happen in the future for sure because like next time he is going to visit you again. That time you are going to invite him to stay with you. Alright, so this is supposedly going to be the end of the video, but one thing that I would like to advise you is that if you want to write your own email and just going to be like you really want to try that out, please try that out. It's a really good idea. And a better opportunity, a better way of doing that is that submit your email with this question, your answer and your question to your professional teachers and see what kind of advice you get from them because this is like going to be a very professional and guided experience, like guided guideline. So it's better for you to do that and submit that to your professional teachers and then with a question and your answer also using the facts that we've discussed about. It's a really good idea to write your own email and submit to your professional teachers who can give you professional guidelines. So please do that. It's a really good idea. And if you really want to submit it to me as well, please direct message me in my page messenger and I would be very glad to see your amazing work. So yeah, I will be looking forward to it if you really want to submit it to me as well. So alright everyone, this is the end of this video and thank you so much for watching everyone and we'll see you in the next video.